So hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Creatrix. Welcome to Unacademy. So in these sessions, we are going to start the communication system and you are going to study the communication system like never before. So before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Vishal Soni and I have cleared ESC examination 2 times, both times in double digit rank. And I have also served as a Group A Gazette officer in Indian Railways and in Indian Telecommunication Services. And I have also cleared a lot of public sector examinations. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy and I really feel proud to be the part of the Unacademy team, because Unacademy is the revolution in the field of free education and in the field of affordable education, and we as a team are really looking forward for every student to just come onto the Unacademy platform. You can attend the special classes, you can come onto this YouTube channel and you can stay connected with us so that you can understand the quality education and you can understand the efforts that we are putting in, so that every student of this country, whether he stays in a village or he stays in a town, should get the access of the content, that too in a very affordable prices, and he can also or she can also clear the examination with the best possible ranks. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy with more than 15 million watch minutes in the overall duration and 2 million watch minutes in the last 30 days. So I am right now the top educator in Unacademy across all the branches, having rank 4 right now. And you can also follow me on Unacademy on this particular link. So you can go and follow me on Unacademy. Apart from that, my advice to every student is that how should you crack the examination and what are the components to cracking the examination. So the first question that comes to the mind, that can anyone prepare from the YouTube? Yes, you can prepare from the YouTube, but you should develop or cultivate some habits in yourself. For example, you should be very much disciplined. You should arrange the extra resources. For example, the PDFs you have to arrange, the test series you have to arrange by yourself, and most importantly, that self-discipline you should be containing in yourself, so that you can be very corrective manner and you can approach the examination in the best possible manner. So all these things you have to arrange yourself. The sense of competitiveness you have to cultivate in yourself, because the audience on the YouTube are not that much of competitive in nature, or maybe you cannot feel the competition which is present right now. So all these things are the part of the journey if you want to prepare through the YouTube, or maybe if you want to prepare through the free resources. Apart from that, if you want that you should get complete content, then this is the YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel itself, all the free content are available. You just have to go to the playlist. All the subjects are completed there. You just have to go and watch all the lectures one by one. Definitely will be getting benefited. But the extra things that I have told you, that the self-discipline and the sense of competitiveness and a lot of things you have to arrange by yourself. If you are comfortable in that, then you can do that. Apart from that, you should also have Unacademy learning app, so that the special classes you can attend. A lot of educators in this country are actually providing the special classes, that too absolutely free of cost, so that you can get the quality content in the best possible manner. Apart from that, there is also another component for you, which is Unacademy Plus. So on Unacademy Plus, what is your job? You just have to study. If you join this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to worry about the crash courses, weekly test, doubt solving sessions, the language barrier, rank improvement batches, live classes. So all these things will be taken care by the Unacademy. You just have to take the Unacademy Plus subscription and you have to come on to the Unacademy. You will be daily getting the live classes. You will be getting the crash courses. When you will be getting the crash courses? When the syllabus are completed. You will be getting the weekly test in the form of quizzes. Every fourth class is the doubt solving session, which is the major you can say the component or the major impact will be creating on your studies will be this doubt solving group. Because until and unless your doubts are not being cleared, until and unless you are not able to clear your doubts, you will never get the confidence in the subject. So once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, every fourth class is doubt solving session. Apart from that, various other doubt solving sessions are going on. So ultimately you will be getting your doubts cleared and you will gain confidence in the subject. The language barrier will not be an issue, because the batches will be running both Hindi and in English, and rank improvement batches will also be there. So all these things are the component of this Plus subscription. Once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to be worried about your self-discipline, your competitiveness nature. Everything will be present on Unacademy, because a lot of other students will be there. Since the classes will be live, you can also watch it recorded later on. So the discipline automatically comes, because you get the idea that you will be having the daily live classes. Apart from that, there is also one iconic subscription. In this iconic subscription, the game changer is this personal coach. So this subscription is for them who thinks that their basics are weak, or those who are talented but they needs a continuous push. So this personal coach will be guiding you throughout your strategy. He will be giving you the study planners. You will be getting the study booster sessions. Once you will get the test, you will be getting the analytics. Analytics plays a major role in improving yourself. We as a teacher also get our analytics so that we can improve on the daily basis. So once you start getting the analytics, you will be also improving massively on the daily basis. Apart from that, there will also be the guidance for the mains once you clear the prelims, and there will also.
Hello friends, so in the last lecture we studied about the quantization and we also saw how to calculate the quantization error power. So in this class we will start the digital communication. As the name suggests, the digital communication will be performed on digital signals. So we know that suppose we have a continuous time analog signal now. If this signal is sampled, you know that for sampling we need a carrier train, so I'm denoting that carrier train with C of t. Output of sampler will become a discrete time analog signal. Sampling does not affect the analog or digital nature of the signal because it affects the time axis. To make a signal from analog to digital, we must discretize its amplitude axis. So if I will pass this discrete time analog signal with this quantizer, so it will make a discrete time digital signal. So this process is clear to us that how to convert an analog signal, which is here, into a digital signal. So what will be the basic process of digital communication? First of all, I will discuss that. In digital communication, first of all, we will convert an analog signal into a digital signal with the help of some sampler and some combination of quantizers. So this block will convert an analog signal into a digital signal. Once the digital signal is obtained, we will try to convert this digital signal into sequence of binary data or binary stream. So for that we will use a device which is known as encoder. So encoder will convert this digital signal into some binary stream, and that binary stream may look something like this: 1101011101, any combination you can take. So what happened actually, you should connect these 2 points, that you had transmitted this analog signal. First of all, you converted your analog signal into digital signal. Then again, digital signal is converted into a binary stream, or you can say that end-to-end result that we converted this analog signal into binary stream. So first of all, the conversion of analog signal is binary stream is performed. After that, what we'll do, we should discuss this also. So the first basic process of digital communication is that an analog signal is converted into binary digits stream. Sometimes it is also called as bit stream. So this was our message signal, and with the help of sampler, quantizer and some encoder, I converted this message signal into binary stream, and that stream I'm writing it as 11010101. So finally, the information which was present in this time domain message signal has been converted into this binary stream. Now after that, what we will do, we will assign a voltage levels to each binary digit. After that, voltage level is assigned to each binary digit or combination of binary digits. So how the voltage levels are assigned? The voltage levels are assigned by a device called as line coder. So the voltage levels are assigned by a device called as line coder. So let us try to understand this also. So this is your device. This is line coder. So here the binary stream is coming 11011, 0101 and so on. So this is the binary stream coming to this device. Now this device will decide whether it has to code 1 bit or combination of 2 bits or combination of 3 bits and so on. So suppose it decides to code only 1 bit at a time. So if it decides to code 1 bit at a time, so it will either encounter 1 or somewhere it will encounter 0. So basically it has to assign voltage levels to either 1 or 0. So it will assign 1 some voltage level, say for example A, and since it is only 1 bit present here, so we will denote this duration with TB, where TB is nothing but duration of 1 bit, and it will also assign some voltage level, say minus A, to bit 0. Since it is generating two different voltage levels at its output, so I can write here as n equal to 1 because it is clubbing 1 bits. So n represents number of bits being clubbed. Now it was the bit stream coming and it clubbed only 1 bits, and we know that when it will club only 1 bit, so it can generate only 2 symbols at the output. Such type of digital modulation schemes are known as 2-array scheme. What it could have done alternatively, that some bit stream would have been coming, say 00, 10, 11, 01, 11, 010 and so on. So in this case, what this line coder would have done, instead of combining 1 bits, it would have clubbed 2 bits. So it would have clubbed like this, these 2 bits, these 2 bits, these 2 bits, these 2 bits and so on. So whenever it will start clubbing two different bits, so it has to generate voltage levels for 4 different symbols. One symbol might be 00, one can be 01, another can be 10, another can be 11. So here I am representing that if in the incoming bit stream it is clubbing 2 bits at a time, then it has to assign 4 different voltage levels, because when it will club 2 different bits, it will generate only 4 combination, that is 00, 01, 10, 11. So anytime it will club 2 bits, it can be either 00, 10, 11 or 01. So it has to be already generating the voltage levels corresponding to the symbols. So it has generated 4 symbols. So it might assign a voltage of A, Now since here 2 bits are present, so this duration will become 2 TB. It could assign a voltage level of A by 2 to this, could assign a voltage level of minus A by 2 and some voltage levels of minus A. 2 TB, this duration will be 2 TB, this duration will be 2 TB. Now if in the incoming bit stream you are clubbing 2 bits, then it will generate 4 different symbols at the output. So these types of scheme are known as 4 array scheme. So what is happening here, that whenever the bit stream will be coming to the line coder, depending upon the instruction given to it, it will club that number of bits, and based upon that it will generate few different symbols at its output. So from here we can say that based upon the number of bits being clubbed, the name of the scheme of the array can be defined. So we said that whenever 1 bits are being clubbed, then only 2 different voltage levels can be generated by the line coder. So we called it as 2 array scheme. When 2 bits are clubbed at a time, then the line coder will generate 4 different voltage levels at the output, or 4 different symbols at the output. So we call it as 4 array scheme. Now if it would club n bits at a time, then we will call it as m array scheme, or m will be known as 2 power n. After it has been converted into a voltage level, so you can see that after the conversion of voltage level, its transmission takes place towards receiver. So this is the basic of the digital communication. In the digital communication, first of all, an analog signal is converted into a digital signal. Then that digital signal is converted into a binary stream. After the conversion of binary stream, we will see whether we have to combine 1 bit at a time, 2 bit at a time, 3 bit at a time, and so on. So for example, if we combine 2 bit at a time, then the line coder should generate 4 different symbols or 4 different voltage levels, so that any combination of 2 bit input stream can be converted into corresponding voltage level, and after that it can be transmitted towards receiver. Now let us try to understand what is this baseband digital communication. So we have understood what is a digital communication. Now let us understand what is this baseband word means. So for example, we have a message signal m of t. So first of all, it must be sampled, then it must be quantized, then it must be passed through an encoder. The output of the encoder will always be a binary stream. So I am denoting it as BK. After that you will place your line coder. This is your line coder, and based upon the value of n, it will generate some 2 power n voltage levels of NTB duration. So this is the idea behind the digital communication. Now let us try to understand what this word baseband means. So suppose we have a binary stream which is 1101 and it is being passed through a line coder. Now this line coder is instructed that it should combine 1 bit at a time and it should assign its a voltage level. So when it will club only 1 bit, so it can have at a time only 1 or 0. So it will assign 2 different voltage levels and these two different voltage levels can be plus A, minus A. This is for bit 1, this is for bit 0. So now this binary stream 1101 can now be represented by a pulse of voltages. So this will be 1, another pulse of same duration, after that 0, then again 1. So the duration of this signal is TB, the duration of this signal is also TB, this is also TB, and this is also TB. So now this binary stream has been converted into voltage levels or a voltage waveform. So we can call it as a voltage waveform, and this amplitude level is A, this amplitude level is minus A. This particular is representing 1, 1, 0, 1. Now we have converted the binary stream into voltage pulses. After the binary stream is converted into voltage pulses, after the binary stream is converted into voltage levels or voltage waveform, pulse by pulse transmission takes place. So here we have clubbed 1 bits. Corresponding to each clubbing there is 1 voltage pulse here, corresponding to it the voltage pulse is here, corresponding to this 0 the voltage pulse is here, and corresponding to this 1 the voltage pulse is here. Now the transmission will take place pulse by pulse. So first of all, this pulse will be transmitted. Now this is the pulse which is needed to be transmitted. It has width TB and amplitude A. Now if I will draw its frequency response, so the frequency response of this pulse will be a sinc function which will be varying from minus infinite to infinite, and we have already studied in the basics that the zero crossovers of a rectangular function will be at the inverse of the width. So the zero crossover in its Fourier transform will be inverse of 1 by TB. So this will be minus 1 by TB, this will be 2 by TB, and this will be minus 2 by TB, and so on. So if I consider this pulse as PT, so this will represent its Fourier transform. Now we know that if this signal is to be transmitted, so first of all we should check whether this signal is baseband or bandpass. So you can see that the lower cutoff frequency is 0. So this signal or this voltage pulse represents a baseband signal. We know that a baseband signal can never be transmitted through a wireless media, so we have to transmit it through a wired channel. Now again the same problem comes that the bandwidth of this particular signal is highest positive frequency, which is infinite, minus lowest positive frequency, which is 0, so it comes out to be infinite. So since each pulse is baseband in nature, so cannot be transmitted wirelessly. So we have to transmit it through a wired channel. So each pulse must be transmitted through wired channel. But the problem here is that the bandwidth of PT is infinite and bandwidth of wired channel is finite. So for this rectangular pulse of duration TB, we must consider only significant frequencies which corresponds to only main lobe. So if this is our pulse PT, then this will become minus 1 by TB to 1 by TB. So we will transmit pulse by pulse transmission, and you can see that if pulse by pulse transmission is taking place and we have band limited our time domain signal so that it can be transmitted through a wired channel, so the bandwidth of PT now becomes finite. So the bandwidth of PT becomes finite, and that too it is equal to 1 by TB. So we can say that in case of baseband digital communication, the bandwidth of channel should be greater than 1 by TB. This is when bit 1 and bit 0 is represented by rectangular pulse in time domain. Similarly, what you can also do for the same set of input, we have converted our analog signal into this binary stream, say 1101, and again we are getting our line coder, and it has been instructed to combine one bit at a time. Now sometimes it may also make these two voltage levels as corresponding to 1, it generates a positive sync, and corresponding to 0, it generates a negative sync pulse, which means whenever it has to transmit 1, it will generate a sync function in time domain. So it generates this sync function in time domain, and the 0 crossovers of sync functions should be multiple of the bit duration, or for 0 it will generate the negative sync, something like this. Here also the 0 crossovers should be the multiples of bit duration. So say this value is 1, this value is minus 1. Now we know that we can write P of t as sync can be written as sync T by TB. I can also write P of t as sync T by TB, or sin pi T upon pi T. So I can make this as sin AT by pi T, and this term will remain 1 by TB. So this is our pulse corresponding to logic 1. Now let us try to understand how it will look like in frequency domain. We know that this is the format of sine 80 by pi t. So in frequency domain we will get a pulse in omega domain which will exist from minus a to a or from minus pi to pi, and this peak value will become 1 by Tb. Now if we have to transmit or convert this particular omega versus omega to f versus f, so you can write it like this. It will become minus 1 by 2 Tb, it will become 1 by 2 Tb, and this will remain 1 by Tb. So you can see that here also we want to transmit the pulse by pulse transmission, and this is one pulse. You can see that this pulse has lower cutoff frequency at 0 and higher cutoff frequency as 1 by 2 Tb. So the nature of this pulse is also baseband. We know that a baseband signal cannot be transmitted through a wireless channel, so we will try to transmit it through a wired channel. And for this baseband signal we can also see that it has finite bandwidth, and this channel or the wired channel has also finite bandwidth. So in this case you can say that the bandwidth of channel should be greater than or equal to 1 by 2 Tb. So there may be another pulses which you can represent, which you can use to represent bit 1 or bit 0. So basically what you did, that you had your message signal m of t, you sampled it, you quantized it, and also you encoded it. After the encoding you got the binary stream. Now with the help of line coder, and the instruction given to the line coder, you tend to generate pulses for each n bit grouping. After that, pulse by pulse transmission, which means each pulse corresponding to n bit group, one n bit group is transmitted at a time. Now for transmission of pulses we can use that binary 1 can be represented by either a time domain rectangular pulse, or it can be represented by a time domain sync pulse. Similarly, a binary 0 can be represented by a time domain negative pulse, or it can be represented by a negative sync pulse. We have seen that using this sync pulse in time domain gives us the advantage of finite bandwidth, while if we will use this rectangular pulse in time domain, it will give the infinite bandwidth. So later on we will discuss that why we use this sync pulse, why don't we use this rectangular pulse. That we will understand when we will study this inter-symbol interference topics. Till now you should be able to understand that this line coder clubs n bit at a time, and corresponding to that n bit it generates a voltage pulse, and that voltage pulse is baseband in nature. And we know that the baseband pulses cannot be transmitted through wireless channel, so it should be transmitted through the wired channel. So the line coder generates pulses. After that, each pulse corresponding to n bit combination is transmitted at a time. Now this each pulse corresponding to n bit combination can have either rectangular or sync shape. In both cases, it represents a baseband signal. Now we already know that a baseband signal can only be transmitted through wired channel, and these corresponding scheme is known as baseband digital communication. So let me summarize once again what is this baseband digital communication. First of all, you should understand what is digital communication, that you converted your analog signal into digital signal, then that digital signal is converted into a binary stream. Then after it is converted into the binary stream, the line coder device converts this binary stream into the series of voltage pulses, and each voltage pulse is transmitted at a time, and the nature of each voltage pulse is baseband in nature. That is why this complete arrangement is known as baseband digital communication. Now let us try to understand what is band pass digital communication. So we have understood the digital communication, and we have also understood the baseband digital communication. Now let us try to understand what is this band pass digital communication. So in band pass digital communication, again let me start from the basic, that you have a message signal. First of all, you sampled your message signal. After sampling, you quantized your message signal. After quantization, you encoded your message signal, and after encoding, you even line coded your message signal. So this much of process we are familiar with. Now let me again write this as BK, and suppose the binary stream which is reaching to the line coding devices is 1010. So based upon the instruction given to it, it will convert this binary stream into some voltage waveform. So again it will convert this binary stream into a voltage waveform, and for simplicity here I am using this rectangular voltage waveform. So since it has clubbed only 1 bits, so this duration will be TB, this will also be TB, this duration will be TB, this will be TB, and this voltage level is A, while this voltage level is minus A. Then we know that pulse by pulse transmission takes place. So for pulse by pulse transmission, this pulse will be transmitted at a time. Now the nature of this pulse, we know that it is baseband, so it can be transmitted only through a wired channel. So this is our wired channel, and through it can be transmitted. Now in the frequency domain, if you will see, it looks main lobe of the sinc function from -1 by TB to 1 by TB. If this is the pulse PT and this is the PF. So this is the situation. Now we again know that the limitation of wired channel is that we cannot lay wire everywhere. So we must be able to transmit our signal wirelessly also. We know that whenever we have to transmit our baseband signal through wireless channel, so first of all we should convert this baseband signal into band pass signal. So what we will do, we will convert this baseband signal P of T, which is this, and frequency domain, it looks like this, -1 by TB to 1 by TB, and this duration is also TB. This is PF. Now this is baseband and cannot be transmitted wirelessly. So what we will do, we will convert it into a band pass signal generally by multiplying cos omega ct. So if I will multiply it with very high frequency carrier, then the spectrum of this particular signal will become, suppose this signal is S of t. So this spectrum, we know that whenever any signal is multiplied with cos omega ct, the spectrum is shifted to higher frequency Fc and minus Fc. So it becomes Fc plus 1 by TB. It becomes Fc minus 1 by TB. This frequency becomes minus Fc plus 1 by TB, and this frequency becomes minus Fc minus 1 by TB. So you can see that this particular signal has now been converted into a band pass signal. Now it can be successfully transmitted through a wireless channel. So the purpose of the band pass digital communication is to transmit the pulse wirelessly, and for transmission of that pulse we will convert it into a band pass or a narrowband signal. Now let us try to see what we have to study in baseband digital communication and in band pass digital communication. So first of all, in baseband digital communication you have to study the pulse code modulation scheme, which is PCM, the differential pulse code modulation scheme, which is DPCM, and the delta modulator, which is a special case of DPCM. In case of band pass digital communication, you will study the shift keying techniques. Shift keying techniques, in that we will study ASK, PSK, FSK, both for 2 array as well as multiple arrays. So these are the broad classification of the topics which we are going to study after this. So thank you.
So hopefully we have understood every concept in this class. If you have any doubt in any concept, you can let me know in the comment section. I'll try to resolve that thing. Apart from that, you can also follow me on various social media platforms. For example, you can join this Telegram group where you will be getting important notification, important updates. This is Telegram group where you can also comment, you can ask your queries, or maybe you can also suggest me for the improvement. Apart from that, this is my Unacademy profile. On this Unacademy profile, you should also follow me so that you can get the important updates of the Unacademy also, right? And this is the Notion page. You just have to type this tiny.cc/Vishalgate. So you will be redirected to a page where all the special classes are arranged very systematically. तो मैंने बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स पे स्पेशल क्लास ले रखी है. फॉर एग्जांपल नाइक्विस्ट, फूरियर सीरीज, latches and flip flop, double integrations, okay, lot of things are there. So you will be getting all these concepts absolutely free of cost. You just have to type this in your URL, you will be redirected to that page and attend these lectures one by one. You will be getting a next level confidence in these topics that I can guarantee you. Now this is the Notion page of your YouTube. on which you will be getting the links of the YouTube. Apart from that, you will be also getting the PDFs of that particular lecture. So this is very important for you, and just you have to type http://bit.ly/gatelive. So gatelive, you just have to type it in the capital so that you can access all the lectures link and PDF arranged systematically. So if you want to attend or you want to clear the examination with the free resource, then this is the channel for you. This is the best recorded videos which has been ever made. You just have to go to that lecture, just click the link and download the PDF and start studying systematically. So we have also done this for you so that any student, whether he is sitting any part of this country, should not face the difficulty in cracking the examination, whether he can afford or he cannot. Now if you can afford, then the subscription prices are not something which you cannot pay. It is very nominal amount which you can pay, and you can just avoid all the distractions, all the time wastage which we will be doing in downloading those PDFs, arranging them, arranging for the test series, and a lot of other things that you have to arrange, doubt solvings you have to arrange by yourself. If you want to avoid all those distractions in a very nominal amount, so you can go for the Unacademy Plus subscription. For 12-month subscription, you have to pay only 74 rupees per day. Apart from that, for 18-month subscription, which is the best possible subscription, you have to pay 63 rupees per day. It is even lesser than the pizzas that you order on your home. So it is that much of amount that can shape your career, that can give you the best possible rank in the examinations under the guidance of the best teachers of the country, which has been right now placed on the Unacademy. Now 24-month subscription will cost you 54 rupees per day. So these subscription amounts will give you the subscription for the desired period. Apart from that, if you are using this code, you just have to remember this code, write my name, write GATE after it. You can also write ESC after it. So you have to write my name and write ESC after it. So any one of these code, once you apply, you will be immediately getting the 10% discount. You will be getting all the features of the Unacademy. You will be getting the guidance of all the teachers present on Unacademy, and everything you will be getting that is needed to crack the examination once you are using this code. So if you think we are working hard, we are giving our best content, we are giving the free content absolutely for you guys, and everything that is needed for every student to crack the examination. So never forget to use this code whenever you are taking the subscription. So this code is very important and you have to use every time you are taking the subscription. Now those who are interested for the prices, total price amount, so let me tell you, total price is 27,225 for 12 months, 34,650 for 18, and for 24 months it is 39,600. You can also pay this by using zero cost EMI. Zero cost EMI can be paid by credit card and debit card. In debit cards, there are only Bajaj and HDFC as of now available. Okay, so this zero cost EMI means you do not have to pay anything extra. Any interest is not, you should not pay, and you have to pay this much of amount on the daily basis if you are looking for the zero cost EMI option. Apart from that, if you are coming for Iconic subscription, so Iconic mein, I have already told you that your personal coach will be the game changer. He will be he will be basically following you to give you the guidance so that you can get the success in a very short span of time. So he will be following you, he will be pushing you every time. Now once you use this coupon code, this will be costing you around 45,225, and if you are using this coupon code, write my name, GATE after it, you will be getting the 24-month subscription of Iconic in 66,600 rupees. Fine. Apart from that, every one of you should follow this GATE aspirant group, and there also some important notification always comes. Now what are the YouTube channels that you should immediately subscribe? This Creatrix, this is the channel on which you are present. This is Unacademy GATE questions, where previous year questions has been solved by the educators. So you'll be getting all the previous year questions video solution apart from the PDF also. This is the Electrical Junction channel, where you will be getting the important concepts of EC and electrical, and this is Engineering Pathshala, where you will be getting some practical aspect of the videos, some animated videos that will enhance your ability to think. So these are the channels which you should immediately subscribe so that you can get a better content. Fine. Now these are my some YouTube videos which I have created for you. In all of these videos will give you some motivation, guidance, content, and some strategy. So these are hand-picked videos. You can immediately follow these videos. Okay, so thank you so much. And those who are coming on this channel, immediately share all the content which is present on this channel. We are working very hard for you guys, so this is your responsibility that you should share this channel, you should subscribe this channel, also share the link of this channel, link of the videos, link of the educator whom you follow, so that every student who is needy, they can come onto this channel and they can get the best possible rank. So all the best everyone, let's crack it.